Colorful ways to send summer thank you cards using dies you probably already own. Coming up next on Catherine Paper Art. In today's video, I'm using some older dies from Elizabeth Craft Design, and they may no longer be available, but you can use the dies you have. These dies create lacy openwork butterflies, and they also have solid backs, but I'm just using the openwork dies, and I'll be coloring them in a rainbow order. So I'll be using a lighter ink overall, and then in the center of the butterflies I'll be using a darker ink. You'll see as I move along what I'm talking about, and I'll be using the Tim Holtz Ranger Inks Distress Oxide Inks for their superior blendability. I'm starting off using spun sugar overall, and then in the center I'll come in with the picked raspberry. Here I realized that I hadn't cleaned my brush from before, so the ink came out a bit darker than I anticipated. Who knows what color it was, so I tried cleaning it off on the cardstock. I like inking my die cuts on a piece of cardstock because when I'm done, I can use the cardstock as a background for a future card. I'll do the same process with the other colors, using squeezed lemonade for the overall, coming in with mustard seed in the center, and again with dried marigold and pumpkin, twisted citron, mowed lawn, tumbled glass, broken china, wilted lavender, and shaded lilac. I also use some holographic cardstock from scrapbook.com and black cardstock from Tailored Expressions for matting as well as for butterfly veining, just to give it a little more pizzazz. And I think that really came out nicely. In these first two cards, I've done a column off to the left, and the second card shows a fountain coming out of the sentiment. Both sentiments have the holographic cardstock with a black shadow. I felt that the butterflies in the column on the left, it just was a little too blank. So I added some Distress Oxide and just regular Distress spray splatter. Inadvertently, I ended up getting some splatter on the edge of the card. This is what happens when you do something after the fact. And so I used my Tombow sand eraser to eliminate most of it, but I didn't realize that the splatter hadn't actually dried all the way, and so I ended up smearing some of the spots, but that's okay. It looks more organic that way. It may look a little blank at the top, but there are splatter spots there. It's just the lighting from my recording. So the second card is the butterfly fountain card with the butterflies coming out of the holographic sentiment. And I added some small holographic gems around the butterflies to give it more sparkle. This next card features a bit of drama with a holographic and black butterfly coming from the center of a ring of butterflies and an angled sentiment matching the butterfly at the bottom. For my last card, I cut up that cardstock that I was inking my butterflies on and made a background panel from that. And I used holographic paper for my butterflies this time with a little bit of black detailing, and cut out my sentiment from black cardstock, and I think it came out pretty nice. I used a little bit of bling from some holographic sequins there, And I really like this card the best. I really do. So I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please leave us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.